Okay, well, thanks a lot, and welcome to Madrid. Although we are in Porto Alegre, we are, as the speaker already told you, I work in Invest in Madrid, so roughly speaking, we are the institution that will help foreign companies in this scale, why not Latin American scale-ups that are thinking to expand their business into Europe to choose Madrid as the best destination. Although I'm an institution and I'm a part of the government, our government is always focused in helping companies. So the real important persons that are here today with me are corporates. In this sense, I would like to introduce you Gabriela from Wayra. You all know Wayra, and she's going to tell us exactly what is your role today in Wayra, Brazil, and also tell us some of the figures of what you're doing in this market.
Sure.
Welcome, Gabriela.
So thank you very much for inviting me here to this panel. It was a pleasure to share with all the other speakers. So I'm Gabriela, I'm the Managing Director of Wayra and Vivo Ventures. Wayra is our CVC early stage and open innovation hub for Vivo and also for Telefónica. Telefónica is this global multinational company, telco, that has operations in more than 11 countries. So here in Brazil, our operation is Vivo. So Wayra has invested in more than 85 startups in the past 12 years. And in this sense, we decided to establish last year in 2022 our CVC vehicle for growth. So now we have two venture capitals, one for early stage and one for Series A, Series B, which is called Vivo Ventures. So both, we believe that we can accelerate through our more than 315 million of access worldwide and plug and boost our new business development and our new business for Vivo and for Telefónica. It's also important to clarify that Wayra is a hub that is here in Brazil, but it's also another eight hubs. So we are in 9 countries worldwide. We have 9 hubs, especially in Madrid, where our operation was born. We have hubs in Spain, in Madrid, and Barcelona.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks, Gabriela. I think that for every one of you, one of the main problems that a startup faces is talking always about talent. In this sense, we brought here, we think, one of the worldwide talent companies, which is Instituto de Empresa. And I thank you for being here with us. And please tell us what is your role exactly at Instituto de Empresa and basically the goal of Instituto de Empresa and institution. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm very excited to be here today. For those of you who don't know IE University, we are actually one of the partners here at South Summit. We're a university based in Madrid. And I would say one of our highest rankings that we have, in the university is our rankings in entrepreneurship. Currently, we're number 4 in the world, so we're right next to the big names like MIT, Harvard, Stanford, etc. And that's something that we're really proud of because we're only 50 years old. And it's not really a surprise because our university literally was created by an entrepreneur in 1973. And this is something that we do a lot. We work a lot at to get that ranking. And for us, it's incredible because we're not just an ecosystem in Madrid. The first privilege that we have being a university in Madrid and the focus that we have is that we have students from over 150 nationalities. Of course, a lot of Brazilians being part of that. So within the university, we run an incubator called Venture Lab. It's an early stage incubator. So we try to make the barrier to entry, the other way around, as low as possible for students and externals to create something. And it doesn't matter to us whether they are, for example, Brazilian and they want to stay in Madrid or they want to bring it back to their home country. So this is something that we're in a very unique position to be in, and with support like Invest Madrid and incredible companies like Wayra, we're in a very unique position.
Thank you, Annie. Okay, now it's a turn from Rocío. Rocío is on my left, and she works at in the region of Madrid. Just for your idea, The region of Madrid is made of 179 cities. It's Madrid, the big one, but also there are some other cities. So, Rocío, what would you say about, we know the region of Madrid stands in the rankings and one of the ecosystems. Why should we choose Madrid?
A lot of things. There are a lot of things. But I wanted to say that Madrid region, maybe you know Madrid because of other things, but Madrid is a very big region that led in 2022 the creation of companies through Spain. This data consolidates Madrid as the main economy in Spain and the one that contributes the most to the national GDP. We are now the sixth in job creation, second in terms of lifestyle, and third in terms of connectivity. This is because a lot of things that we are doing now in Madrid for the last 10 years, maybe. First of all, a favorable economic environment, because Madrid has a solid and diversified economy with a high degree of internationalization. Secondly, Madrid is a key business center in Europe, which means that there are a lot of opportunities for entrepreneurship and different sectors that you can meet there. Being located in the center of Spain is maybe something very good for us, because we are the door for Europe and from Latin American countries. As our president Isabel Díaz Ayuso says, everyone who lives in Madrid could say that he's from Madrid, because you feel like you are as being at home. We are a very open city. The last but not the least is that the policies implemented by the regional government based basically on freedom. We believe totally in freedom. Madrid is nowadays the most fiscally competitive region, because we have surprised our own taxes and reduce all the others. We have implemented an open line program against hyper-regulation to facilitate procedures and eliminate obstacles and bureaucracy. We know that Madrid has a policy based on the idea that the best place for money is in the pockets of our citizens, and it's the idea to know that more investors come to Madrid.
Okay, thank you, Rocío. And last but not least, Fernando. Fernando is with us. He is the General Director of Innovation and Entrepreneurship of Madrid City Hall. Fernando, tell us what Madrid as a city has to offer. You have many initiatives put into place. Tell us more about.
Well, thank you. Good morning, and first, thank you to talk to you about Madrid. I'm the General Director of Innovation and Entrepreneurship of the Madrid City Council, as Diego says. And I want to ask you the secret of Madrid, because Rocío has explained very interesting data about the innovation, about the startups in Madrid. But when we go out of Madrid, nobody knows that idea. Everybody knows out of Spain, everybody knows that Madrid is very interesting for the history, for the culture, for the sports including, but it's not common to look at Madrid as a very interesting city for innovation and for startups. I want to show you what is my goal in the Madrid City Council, with a very interesting team of powerful people. We have the goal to develop the innovation ecosystem in Madrid in order to become one of the most interesting cities to attract the talent. And I want to show you how we are going to do that thing. Our strategy is to change the idea of become Madrid in a smart city and try to get Madrid as a startup city. What is the idea of a startup city? The idea of a startup city is Guaira, is IE, and is also South Summit. the most interesting cities, the most interesting things in Madrid are developed for the private initiative. For example, the most important innovation activity is South Summit. South Summit was born in Madrid. And when South Summit was born, the institutions like the city government and also the region of Madrid helped the South Summit to grow up and grow up. When AI becomes a very interesting business school, the city helped it to become international. The most important accelerator in Madrid is Guaira also. And the secret is that in the city we work together, not only the government but also the private initiative. And that makes a very, very interesting difference between the idea of a smart city, a city designed for one people in the government who say that the future will be in that line or in that other way, instead of the idea of the knowledge is distributed in all of the people, and we are help the people to create new ideas in the city, and we only help that kind of people. In the end, I just want to ask our last initiative. We have developed in the city a sandbox. A sandbox is a line of activities in order that anyone, any enterprise, can come to the city and offer us a project, an idea to test in the city, in the middle of the city. We have a lot of a model, a very complex model, in order that it could be possible. But this city is open to the innovation of all the world. That is Madrid. So come to Madrid because we'll be the city of the future.
Thank you, Fernando. Gabriela, you were telling when you were replying to the first questions that Guaira headquarters are in Madrid. Do you think Madrid already is known, at least here in Latin America, as one of the best ecosystems? And if not, what do you think will be the effort that Madrid could make, for a Latin American investor to think about Madrid as they might think in the US, in Miami?
Yes, so I believe that Madrid is a very good place to have business with, and through Guaira we have, for instance, we were partners of the Apex Startup companies that aims to introduce Brazilian companies to Spanish companies and clients, and vice versa. So at Guaira we have already invested in more than 100,000 startups. Just in Brazil, around 90. In our current portfolio, we have almost 1,600 companies. So how we help them and how we can help those Brazilian companies to get clients worldwide, especially in Spain, so we can help them to access our bases, our users, our clients in Spain, and also we can help the Spanish startups have business in Brazil. So, for instance, we have this one company in our portfolio. It's a Spanish company. It's called Ezin Solar. It's a clean tech. This company, we are helping them to accelerate and get clients. So, what matters to the startups? Revenue, develop products, have access to the clients, and these, through Guaira, we can do and potentialize in Madrid, in Brazil, Latin countries. As we have operations in Madrid, Argentina, Colombia, Brazil, Germany, and UK. This is the hub that we can exchange, and we can let them have access to these 350 million of users, which is huge. This is a very important asset for the companies in our portfolio. So that's how I believe that Madrid, through South Summit, to start out from Apex, our Brazilian government, And through Endeavor, it's also a very great network. We can do this exchange and benchmarks and help them to scale worldwide.
Okay, thanks, Gabriela. And some figure says that startups on these regions create up to 400,000 jobs. What do you think this number of jobs refers to, both companies and institutions? We understand that 400,000 talented people might mean a lot to the general economy of big companies of the region. What do you think about this?
I mean, for a city, jobs is, of course, everything. If you look at Spain, it's an incredible country, but the workforce is located around the cities, and that's very simple because that's where the jobs are. Mm-hmm. And I think Spain has done an incredible job over the past 10 years. I think I've lived in over 15 countries, but it's the fourth time I'm living in Spain. For some reason, I keep going back, and it's been incredible to see the evolution of Spain, and in particular Madrid. And I think a large part is that due to the workforce. Like when you give people an ability to not just live the Spanish lifestyle with the vinos and tapas, but also have money to earn them. That's very important to an ecosystem, and you also see that by attracting the talent. We as a university have developed from a small business school to now one of the household names in the world for education. And I think it's all part of the attractiveness of Madrid. Madrid is a city that, apart from great living costs, culturally, food-wise, I'm from the Netherlands, I can tell you the food is way better in Spain than it is there. It's really interesting to see the talent has developed over there. Usually people would have to go, whether that was Silicon Valley, where entrepreneurship was born in their eyes, versus like outsourcing to India, that's cheaper. You now see, for example, Spain really carving out a middle place for them. Like you can have for a good price, you can get incredible talent. It doesn't matter if it's business, technological. I can give you an example from our university. We're now starting our tech school, and we just hired our new tech dean from Berkeley. He spent 15 years in Berkeley, and he's now coming to Madrid. That's not a small feature. I think 10 years ago, you could have not convinced anyone from Berkeley to come lead a school in Madrid, and that's what's happening now.
Okay, thank you. Rocío, again, talking about talent, can you tell us what are the initiatives or the programs that the regional government is putting into place to increase and to have this talent available?
Now, first of all, it's important for everybody to know that in Madrid we have high quality talent and very important organizations in research centers, public and private research centers. We have 18 universities, a lot of university centers, and we are on some business school, the three best business schools in the world are in Spain, in Madrid. So we have talent that we have to improve digital capabilities of our society. So we are tomorrow presenting a new strategy of Madrid Region to make Madrid the best university region in Spanish of the world. Not because you study in Spanish, but you merge with the Spanish culture when you came to Madrid. So in this strategy we have, for example, an action very, very specific, that it's the University Digital Pack, something like that, you can study independent of the university in which you are and the studies you are making. You can study a specific course of digital capabilities in every universities of the region. Last, 2 weeks ago, we presented to the digital strategy of Madrid, in which we have a lot of programs to improve digital capabilities of our society. For example, we have a specific, we are working in the specific area of the STEM and STEM vocations in women, schools, rural areas, new and traditional entrepreneurship, because it's important that every people or all people in Madrid have the minimum capabilities they need in the areas of digital talent. And we are working on this, all the government, to improve our talent, and we know that it's important that to have better talent in Madrid now.
Okay, thanks. Well, just to let you know, at the Madrid region, we welcome all companies. The president of the region tell us, we don't care where do you come from, and we don't care what is going to your business. We want you to be successful in your business. In this sense, we are a business-friendly region. And also we see Fernando, I remember last week, I was with you at the closing up of a very nice initiative you have put into place, which is called Puentes de Talento. Could you tell us a little bit more about this idea, because it might be very useful to most of the startups being with us today?
Yes. Thank you, Diego. One of our activity to open Madrid to all of the talent of the world is Puentes de Talento, Talent Bridge. Talent Bridge is a project in order to connect Madrid to the most important cities of South America, of Latin America. We have as a partner the BID, the Bank of Inter-American
Development Bank, the Banco Interamericano de Desarrollo.
I don't know how it's in English, the Banco Interamericano de Desarrollo. Yeah, AIDB. And he has a very big capillarity, and he detects the 10 most interesting young people in the entrepreneur and in the science in South America. We take them, bring to Madrid, and connect during 2 months, connect to the most important startups ecosystem in the city. They visit our most important research centers. They visit the most important innovation enterprise. They receive a very interesting course of entrepreneurship with the AI, and also they connect with the entrepreneurs of Madrid. The aim is that when they return to their countries in South America, they have 2 ideas. First, they have personal connect with Madrid, with the most interesting people in Madrid, in order that when they develop as very interesting professionals in the entrepreneur or in science world, they can connect with Madrid easily because they know the people. And the second, they are the best descriptors of Madrid in their countries. They talk about Madrid and they say the people the things that they are looking at in Madrid. The most interesting research centers, that physics, math, scientific parks, very big universities, and they talk. And the idea is, the first year, last year was the first wave. We have 500 people in South America that they want to come to Madrid. This year, the next one, it will be after the summer. We have 1,000 and 1,000 of people that they want, young people that they want to come to Bridges of Talent, because they have read the Instagram stories, they have read the photos, the talk, the things that they have talked about. And in South America, we have detected that people start to change the idea of Madrid. Madrid is not an interesting city of culture, of sports, but also it's a very interesting city to develop your way of life, especially in the science or in the entrepreneur way of life. That is the idea of talent.
Thank you, Fernando. Well, we don't have a lot of time. I just would like to tell you that we are going to invest in Madrid and the region. We have a stand on the here on the left. We're going to be here the 3 days of the trade show. And talking about investing in Madrid, just keep the idea that we are the office that the regional government has created to help foreign companies coming to our region. Our goal is to give you accurate, updated information. We will always tell you the source of the information, and almost any kind of question that you might have, we will be able to reply. And we want to give you facts and figures. That's what Invest in Madrid is made for. We can talk about many other things, but just some figures that you maybe don't know. People don't know that the region of Madrid is the second largest region in Europe with people working in ICT. We have almost 250,000 people working in this sector. People don't know in terms of cost. We have talked about talent. Cost of talent is also very important. Just for your idea, and according to Eurostat, the average hourly cost of a qualified position in Spain, it's about 23 euros. It's quite below the European Union average, and for example, it's about 40% lower than what you can find in Germany or in France. Okay, talking about, again, talent, Rocío has mentioned we have 18 universities. We have 3 out of the 5 best postgraduate schools are in Madrid. One of them is Instituto de Empresa. There are another 2 ones, but being Instituto de Empresa, our managers, there are some other ones which are not bad. And also, for your idea, 60% of the foreign companies that have their headquarters in Spain, in Madrid, they also handle the Portuguese market. So think about the Iberian market. We're talking about a market of more than 55 million consumers. We are already the 4th largest European Union market, and in some sectors we are the 3rd largest one. And we think that the place that, if you think scaling up your startup in Europe, we really think Madrid could be a good place. We know many Latin American startups, Brazilian ones, when they first started going abroad, they think about the US. We really think it's a great option, but we also say the same thing. You should diversify your providers, your client, and your risk. And in this sense, we really think that the European Union market, it's a very profitable market. It's an ultra-safe market. In terms of regulations, just think that if you establish your affiliate in Madrid, you can operate through all the 26 EU members without any kind of limitation. You can send goods, you can hire people, and we really think it's a great place to be. In this sense, feel free to talk with us and visit our stand or talk to us with any doubt you might have. Thanks a lot for your time, and thanks to all the speakers here with me. Obrigado.
¿Qué tal? ¿Todo bien, no?